Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to ChasingCinema.com's official YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jacob Tiranno, and today is Top 5 Tuesday. And what I'm going to be talking about today is the top 5 reasons why you should skip Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension. But before I get into that, make sure to go check out yesterday's movie news where I talked about John Wick 2, the box office report, as well as the Suicide Squad images from the Empire magazine. If you've not seen that video, you can find the link right up here in the recommendations area. Just click that little eye and all those links will come up. So this past Friday, I went and saw Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension, the 6th installment in the Paranormal Activity franchise. And for the first time, it quoted, "You will see the activity." Well, I'm glad I saw the activity because that means none of you have to. And I'm going to give you the top 5 reasons why to skip this movie right now. Number 5, it's no fun. The great thing about scary movies is that we get to enjoy them. Sure, we're screaming, we're terrified as we watch them, but it's all in good fun. We get to enjoy ourselves either at home with friends or in a movie theater, whatever it may be. As well as a scary movie is supposed to terrify you, it's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be a really good experience. However, watching Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension feels like a chore. Number 4, you've already seen it. I've managed to see all 6 movies in the franchise, and trust me, this one is just like all the others. They not only follow the same idea, which is that a family is haunted, and there's that one family member who feels like we have to film everything even before the ghosts appear. Wink, wink. Then it follows suit in numbered nights. We have night 1 where just a little sound is made and we see a little something. Night 2, it gets worse. There's a louder sound and a little bit more of something. Night 3, something bigger, and so on and so forth. Sure, the outcomes in the films are always a bit different, not to mention really progressively getting worse, but I would say if you really want to spend your 90 minutes watching a Paranormal Activity movie, just watch the first one. Number 3, disappointing anticlimactic conclusion. Supposedly, the Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension marks the end of the franchise. Though I have extreme doubts about that, I will say it is a terrible way to go out. For the past 8 years, the series has been building towards one of the most disappointing anticlimactic conclusions I've ever seen. When I was watching, I couldn't stop thinking, this is the place you want to take me? 8 years you've been bringing me to this place? But then I relaxed and realized that they weren't planning this in the long run. They were just making it up as they went along. I wonder if that's why the movies have been getting worse and worse. Number 2, the ghost/demon looks like it belongs in the Haunted Mansion. Quote, "For the first time, see the unseen in 3D," end quote. I'm sure you can imagine how thrilled I was when I heard this tagline for the film. It was the fact that I was against the movie doing 3D, but to me it just felt more like a cash grab. I can hear the studio executives talking now. How can we make more money with this one? Ooh! Put it in 3D. Regardless, it wasn't the 3D that bothered me. It was the awful CGI ghost and demon. It looked like it was like a hologram that belonged in Disneyland's ride, The Haunted Mansion. For the first half of the movie, it didn't have a shape, which I didn't mind, but when we get to the end, the monster almost made me laugh out loud. The reason the first movie worked, or sort of worked, was because we didn't get to see what was causing all this terror. It wasn't visible. We had to use our imagination. This movie literally destroys that whole entire notion, putting it all in the CGI demon, and then it even progressively gets worse before the credits. Number 1, there are better movies out there. My biggest argument on why you should skip this movie, the Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension, is that there are better things out there. If you as a person are willing to go to a movie theater and put your hard-earned money between $11 to $15 down to see a movie, you should go see a movie that's worth every penny. Steve Jobs, Sicario, The Martian are all in theaters right now. Those movies are worth your time. If you are so dead set on seeing a horror movie, rewatch a classic. Rosemary's Baby, The Exorcist, The Omen, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Shining. Go watch the classic horror movies that scared us and have continued to scare generation after generation. But I know some of you guys don't like older stuff, but don't worry. There have been some amazing horror films in the last 2 years. It Follows, The Babadook, Unfriended, a movie that is maybe a little more controversial on the fact that it scared a lot of people, but The Babadook and It Follows, it seemed everyone really enjoyed. Unfriended, I really am protesting that movie. I think it is a great film, very, very fun. Go check out those movies because trust me, I don't want you wasting your money on Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension, and probably whatever you pick, whatever movie you pick off a shelf, chances are it's better than this movie. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for today. My name is Jacob Tiranno. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking more about movie news. It is Movie News Wednesday. We'll recap some pretty awesome things going on in this week in movie news. Make sure to tune in tomorrow as it is Movie News Wednesday. I'll be talking about whatever's going on in the world of motion picture. The best way to never miss any of these videos is to hit that subscribe button right down there. Make sure to give that a click. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to find all the links that I mentioned today, find them down here in the description box below. You can find my link for the movie news yesterday, and you can find all the fun stuff we're going to be doing this week on Halloween. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jacob Tiranno, and please continue chasing cinema. Now, the great thing about seeing scary movies and going to watch horror films in theaters or gathering around to watch a group